Hi, thanks for watching. My name's Mary. On this channel, I do affordable fragrance reviews such as Bath& Body Works, Victoria's Secret, Dossier, Fleur, and other brands along those lines. This is another edition of my 6 degrees of separation Bath& Body Works game. So you might have seen my previous one. So this is the October edition. So this is kind of a game where I select a random scent and then I try and find another scent with a common note, and then just kind of continue that process until I have 7 scents. And then the ultimate goal would be to get the scents to kind of link up at the end again, so that there's like a note in common with the last one and the first one. Wasn't able to achieve that last time, but that's, we'll see if that ever happens. So I will go over the specific rules of the game and get into that. But yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, hold on tight, keep on watching, like and subscribe, and I'll be right back. All right, so you'll have to excuse my appearance for this video. I just got out of the shower. I don't feel like putting makeup back on when I'm about to go to bed, and I'm breaking out. So, it is what it is. But, we're here to talk about perfume, not makeup. So I don't think it's that important. All right, so let's see. Let me find the rules that I wrote down in my notebook here. Okay. So there's different point values depending on like how successfully I can guess a scent with a common note, and I'm just going to go over that. So basically, I get 3 points if I can think of a scent that has a common note with the first scent without like having to look at the back of bottles. So if I just know right away, then I get 3 points. I get 1 point if I have to like look at the back of the bottle to check the notes. I get a 2 point deduction if I have to repeat a note, and a 3 point deduction if I have to repeat a whole fragrance. I get 5 points if I'm able to match up the first fragrance and the last fragrance note wise, and -3 if I just have to quit early because I just can't think of anything. So I think that's it for the rules. I'm gonna do this a little differently this time. So last time I just completely randomly like reached into my Bath and Body Works fragrances back here, but it's October and I know I want to wear some of my Halloween scents. So I'm going to just start with my Halloween scents, and I'm going to randomly choose from that, and then I'll go from there. All right, so the Halloween scents I have are Ice Cream Float from this year, Candy Apple Cauldron from last year, the classics, Vampire Blood, Girlfriend, and Wicked Vanilla Woods. I have Everlasting Magic somewhere, but I can't find it, so we'll just go with those. I also have Immortal, but I was thinking like I can kind of feel the difference between this and those bottles, so I don't think I'm going to include this one when I'm like randomly selecting, although it might come back for like if I can pair it with another fragrance. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes and move these around and choose my first set. Okay. All right. Okay. Ice Cream Float. I was actually wearing this one today and I wasn't loving it. It was hot today. It was like super hot, and maybe I'll like it if it's colder outside, but it was hot and I was sweating, and it just didn't like go that well with like being sweaty because I was like doing housework. I was decorating my house for Halloween and running errands. So yeah, this and sweat did not work that well together, but I'll try it again on a nice crisp cool day, which I think maybe on Wednesday it's supposed to get back down to not the 80s because it's been in the 80s. Okay, so this one is gonna be interesting because the notes are fizzing cola, frightful vanilla float, and spooky sugars. So as far as I know, there's no other Bath and Body Works scent with cola in it. So that basically leaves me with vanilla, which is easy, and sugars. Okay. So I'm gonna try and think of one with sugar in it because, or like sugared something, because vanilla is kind of an easy one. I kind of want to save that in case I get stuck. So what has sugared in it? That's where I'm stuck. Like I know that there are ones where it's like sugared something or other, but I can't think of it. Like I want to say, hmm, let's see. I'm not gonna get 3 points for this one. I'm gonna have to look through some bottles. All right, so I'm gonna look through some bottles and see if I can find a sugared something. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go with vanilla. Okay, that was pretty quick because like as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, this has sugared something in it. It has sugared Tangelo. Okay, so I'm gonna just sort of, it's not exactly the same note, but it's sugars. So sugars and then the sugared Tangelo. So it's close enough. So Tangelo is like a citrus fruit. Okay, so I'm only getting 1 point for that because I did have to look at the back of the bottle. Okay, so let's see what the notes are for. So starflower, sandalwood, sugared Tangelo, white agarwood, and amber. So sandalwood, amber, it says musk too, but I think that's more it's a sandalwood musk, so I think that's more of a sandalwood note, so I'm not going to say musk. So I'm going to have to stick with sandalwood or amber for this one because I don't know what agarwood is, and I feel like that's pretty uncommon. And starflower, I also think is pretty uncommon, so I'm not sure I'd be able to find another scent with that in there. And I kind of already did the Tangelo one, so I think there might be other scents that have Tangelo in it. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with either sandalwood or amber. Obviously, chocolate amber has amber in it, so I'm gonna pull that one out, and that one I haven't really worn, so I'm kind of excited to maybe wear that. So hopefully that actually is a note in chocolate amber. Let me check. All right, so yeah, chocolate amber is vanilla orchid, honeyed chocolate, and warm amber. So this is going to be my amber connection. And I'm going to give myself 3 points for that because I didn't have to, like, I was pretty sure that there was amber and chocolate and amber. Okay. So that first one was sugar. The second one is amber. All right, so we have chocolate. I don't know if I mean, I have like a mini of like hot cocoa and cream, but I'm not gonna. So I basically have to go with vanilla orchid. That's gonna be a tough one because like I know I can find vanilla easily, but can I find another scent with vanilla orchid specifically? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to look for that one. So I'm not gonna get my 3 points. I'm gonna have to look through and hopefully find vanilla orchid. If I can't find vanilla orchid, I'm just gonna have to go with a vanilla scent. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look through. All right, so the closest thing I could come up with, and comment if you can think of another vanilla orchid scent or any of these that I'm not getting. And also, please play along too and comment with your little progression that you got through and how many points you got. Okay, so Dream Bright has orchid and vanilla, so I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. So sapphire berries, night blooming orchid, and crystallize vanilla. So basically, I have to match it with berries because that's the only like scent note I haven't used for this fragrance. All right, so berries should be a pretty easy one. I should be able to think of a scent with berries in it without looking. Like vampire blood probably has berries in it. I know it has fruits in it. Girlfriend is strawberry. Obviously there's something like Winterberry Wonder that's gonna have berries in it. I'm trying to think which like everyday luxuries would have. If there's any everyday luxuries that have berries. Or maybe like, I feel like sweet whiskey maybe has berries in it. I know there's fruits in sweet whiskey. Okay, but the only one I'm feeling most certain about vampire blood. So let's see if I got that right. All right, so it's right here. Yes, red berries. So I got it. So I'm getting my 3 points for that. Vampire. And it's another Halloween scent, so I kind of want to use those. Okay, so this is red berries, jasmine, and plum. All right, so that leaves me with jasmine and plum. Jasmine, I know, isn't a lot of fragrances, so I'm pretty sure I can think of something with jasmine in it. And plum's a little rare, but I feel like Immortal has plum in it. So I wonder if I can just go with that one. And then I'm using another Halloween scent. And then jasmine, I feel like I already used this one last time, is the Perfect in Pink, I think it's called. The one that's like supposed to be like Donna Born in Roma. So I think I used that for jasmine last time. What else would have jasmine in it? I think like rose, like just rose has jasmine in it because I feel like I was doing a video on rose scents and maybe I was like, oh, it also has like jasmine in it. And I just remember noticing that. Okay, but of those scents, I most feel like sticking with Halloween. So let's see if Immortal has plum in it or not. Otherwise, I'll have to go. Yes, it has black plum. Okay, so Immortal is plum as well. So I get 3 points for that one as well. All right, so I'm not doing too bad. Okay, so let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need one more scent. I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm going to match up the first and the last. All right, so yeah, if I was going to match up the last scent, you would have to have a note in common with Ice Cream Float, which would be vanilla. Maybe this isn't impossible. But I already kind of use vanilla. I don't know. But yeah, this is black plum, saffron, and woods. So I'm pretty sure there's saffron in Seeing Rouge because that's like a Baccarat dupe. So I could go with that. And then woods is like, obviously there's like so many ones with woods, but I could just go with like Sunrise Woods. And then the question is there vanilla in either of those? I don't think there's vanilla in Sunrise Woods. So what would be something with woods and vanilla in it? I'm sure there's a million things. I bet Wicked Vanilla Woods has woods and vanilla in it. So let's go with that. Because it's also a Halloween scent. So yeah, Magical Vanilla, Amberwood, and Pink Pepper. So I don't know if I should give myself the full, like I definitely knew the scent. So I'm giving myself 3 points for that. And I didn't repeat it because I was using woods. So let's see. And then I went back to the original one with vanilla, but I'd already repeated vanilla. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself the +5 for like connecting them, but then I'm going to give myself my deduction for repeating a note, which is -2. All right, so let's see what my total is. Okay, so my total was 17 points. And that's 1 more point than I got last time. So last time I got 16 points. And I think I figured out at one point the max you can get is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you got 6 times 3 is 18 plus 5, 23 is the maximum number of points. So we'll see if I ever get that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this because I did think of a lot of them, and a lot of them are Halloween scents. So I'm kind of just happy that I'm kind of like using these because, you know, once it's November, I'm going to want to like, I mean, I don't know, you could wear most of these like all year long. or at least like as long as it's not, like I said, 80 degrees and you're running errands and sweating. Not the best for ice cream float. But you know, there's no reason you can't wear a Halloween scent in February, you know, or March. So, but you know how it is. Like next month, I think I want to do the same thing, but I want to do it every month. But I'll probably want to make sure I'm wearing one of my pumpkin scents. So I'll start with my pumpkin scents and do the same thing where I just like randomly choose from my pumpkin scents and then go from there. And then hopefully I'm using more of my like fallish scents before I start wearing like the Christmassy stuff. So yeah, that's it. Let me know once again if you sort of played along, put your sense that you got and your score if you feel like tallying that up. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I need to just start like studying my bottles and just like randomly being like, what's in this, so that I do better in the future. So yeah, I need to like, you know, have like a study guide where I like go through each scent and try and memorize, you know, it's like I'm taking the SAT, but it's on um, Bath and Body Works scent. All right. Thanks again. Have a good one and see you next time.